Dear comrades and friends, it's an honor to be here with you tonight to celebrate the great October Socialist Revolution. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the CPGB-ML for inviting us to commemorate this transformative moment, which continues to inspire all those fighting for justice and equality. The October Revolution was a monumental victory for the working class and oppressed peoples of the world. Led by Lenin, the Bolsheviks demonstrated that the new society, rooted in solidarity, equality, and collective progress, was not only possible, but essential. This achievement still resonates deeply with us in Cuba, where our own revolutionaries, led by Fidel Castro and Che Guevara, and guided by the same ideals, fought for independence from US imperialism and built a socialist project that prioritized social justice and dignity for all. Today, and you are all aware of the situation in Cuba, as we face growing challenges, these values are more important than ever. Recent hurricanes, Rafael and Oscar, caused significant damage to our infrastructure, particularly to our already fragile energy sector. Our recovery efforts are hampered not only by the long-standing, cruel US blockade, but also by the unjust designation of Cuba as a so-called state sponsor of terrorism. A baseless label that restricts our economic potential, limits our access to essential resources, and ultimately affects the daily lives of the Cuban people, of every single Cuban family. But let me assure you, the Cuban people will continue to resist. Our resilience is greater than any external threat. We are a nation that has faced immense challenges before, and we have always risen to meet them with courage and unity. We will continue to evolve, innovate, and adapt our society to meet the needs of the Cuban people, and we will remain steadfast in our principles. Moreover, we will not allow these circumstances to diminish our commitment to internationalism and solidarity, even as we face our own difficulties, and they are huge. Cuba will continue to reach out to those in need, from sending doctors to crisis-hit regions, to offering scholarships to Palestinian students. This commitment to solidarity is part of who we are, a value embedded in the revolutionary spirit we are celebrating today. Dear comrades, the principles of the October Revolution remind us that while we may face adversity, we are not alone. We are part of a global struggle for justice and peace. struggle taken up by nations and progressive forces around the globe. In today's multipolar world, the Global South stands together for a future in which sovereignty and dignity are respected above all. The ideals that inspired the October Revolution continue to guide us as we build a better future by resisting US imperialism and extending solidarity to those who share our vision of a free, just, and dignified world. Thank you for your support and solidarity, and thank you for allowing us tonight to celebrate the lasting legacy of the revolutionary change. Long live the October Revolution.
Vision that the working class can achieve independence and provides a model of continuous struggle for us. And we salute your resilience in the face of all this difficulty. So you very clearly demonstrated how the October Revolution ignited this flame for freedom in the First Nations and showed how nations could free themselves from the yoke of imperialism, and that's what's taking us to our next distinguished guest, who is our Minister Zhao Fei from the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. Please welcome him. Socialist values and that has demonstrated rapid transformation. Thank you, Comrade Zhao.
Thank you, thank you. Dear comrades, friends, good evening.
Good evening.
It is my great pleasure to attend the Great October Revolution anniversary celebration of the Communist Party of Great Britain, Marxist-Leninist, and to meet friends, both old and new here today. This year marks the 107th anniversary of the victory of the October Socialist Revolution. The October Revolution was the first successful proletarian revolution in human history and marked a monumental leap by transforming scientific socialism from an ideal into reality and from theory into practice. It opened up a new epoch in human history and inspired the world proletarian revolution to enter a magnificent new era. For China, then mired in deep crisis, the significance of the October Revolution was also epoch-making. With the salvos of Russia's October Revolution in 1917, Marxism-Leninism was brought to China, which paved the way. Gave rise to the Communist Party of China. Since then, the CPC has been adapting the basic tenets of Marxism to China's realities and its fine traditional culture, and following the socialist path. Thanks to arduous efforts, the CPC has united the Chinese people as one in an endeavor to undertake great causes and make historic achievements. The Chinese nation has since achieved a historic leap from setting up to going rich to becoming strong. Comrades and friends, today, China is a nation of prosperity and strength. In 2023, China's GDP surpassed 126 trillion yuan, a 223-fold increase since the founding of the People's Republic. as the world's second largest economy. In mere decades, we have completed an industrialization process that took developed countries centuries. Build a comprehensive, modern industrial system and become the world's largest manufacturer. With just over 7% of the world's arable land, we feed 20% of the global population, ensuring food security for the 1.4 billion Chinese people. Progress has also been made in Chinese modernization. We have established a modern national defense system tailored to China's unique needs, further bolstering our confidence in the country's development. Today, the Chinese people enjoy health and happiness. In 1949, the average life expectancy of the Chinese people was only 35 years.
Wow.
While in 2023, it rose to 78.6 years. The national per capita disposable income reached nearly 40,000 yuan, an increase of 76 times in real terms since 1949. Wow. Since the launch of reform and opening up, we have lifted 770 million rural people out of poverty, winning the largest fight against poverty in human history, and creating the world's largest middle-income group, with over 400 million people. Wow. We have built the world's most extensive healthcare, education, and social security systems, significantly enhancing the sense of security, fulfillment, and happiness among the Chinese people. Today, China's development is increasingly green. We are steadily advancing a green, low-carbon transition and have built the world's largest clean energy production and supply system. The capacity for the renewable energy is twice that of all other countries and regions combined. We have become the world's largest contributor to forest resource growth and artificial afforestation, accounting for 1/4 of the global increase in afforestation area. Our exports of the new trail, namely electric vehicles, lithium-ion batteries, and photovoltaic products, have surpassed 1 trillion yuan, reaching over 200 countries and regions, and contributing new momentum to the global green development. This year, despite intensified external pressure and increasing internal challenges, China's development has continued to make stable progress. In the first 3 quarters of this year, China's GDP grew by 4.8% year-on-year, ranking among the top of the major economies. Our high-tech manufacturing grew by 9.1%, with rapid development in emerging industries and growing innovation-driven productivity. The added value of wholesale and retail sectors increased by 5.4% year-on-year, showcasing robust consumption growth potential. According to the latest forecast by the International Monetary Fund, China will remain the largest contributor to the global growth over the next 5 years. Comrades and friends, since the very day of its founding, the CPC has made seeking happiness for the Chinese people and rejuvenation for the Chinese nation its mission. And the CPC Central Committee, with General Secretary Xi Jinping as its core, is leading us towards this goal. Last July, the 3rd plenary session of the 20th CPC Central Committee was convened, during which China's overall development objectives were set out. By 2035, we have finished building a high-standard socialist market economy in all respects, further improve the system of socialism with Chinese characteristics, generally modernize the system and capacity for governance, and basically realize socialist modernization. All of this will lay a solid foundation for building China into a great modern socialist country in all respects by the middle of this century. Over 300 important reform measures were introduced to achieve this target. As these reforms take effect, China's social vitality and development momentum will be further unleashed, strengthening the institutional foundation for China's modernization. Comrades and friends, the CPC is also dedicated to human progress and world harmony. We strive to secure our development by safeguarding global peace, and in turn, use our development to better support world peace and progress. China has always been a builder of world peace. Following an independent foreign policy of peace, China has been building friendship and cooperation with all countries on the basis of mutual respect, non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality, and mutual benefit. Over the past 75 years, China has never initiated any war or conflict, and has never occupied an inch of other countries' territory. We have always worked for peace and dialogue, and the political settlement of international disputes. China has sent more troops to UN peacekeeping missions than any other permanent members of the Security Council. We are now the second biggest funding contributor to both the UN and its peacekeeping operations. China has always been a contributor to global development. General Secretary Xi Jinping advocated building of a community with a shared future for mankind, and the implementation of the Belt and Road Initiative and the Global Development Initiative, offering the Chinese solution to global development issues. By the end of 2023, China has provided development assistance to more than 160 countries, partners with more than 150 countries under the BRI, with direct investment exceeding $300 billion in participating countries. In the meantime, China has been advancing GDI cooperation with over 100 nations and the UN.